In you, my heart finds a calm place to rest and be renewed. My mind finds a partner and a sharpening stone. My soul finds the one with whom I am perfectly, equally yoked.
As the cliche goes, love shows up when you least expect it to, and there are no words to express just how grateful I am that you proved that saying to be true. I promise to spend each day doing my best to be the wife that makes you feel loved, proud, and happy.
Well, good morning. I'd like to welcome you to this historic day in the lives of Tom and Joelle. So seek each other, offer forgiveness, never settle, and keep God at the center. Tom, will you have Joelle, whose hands you hold, to be your cherished wife? If so, answer, I do. Joelle, will you have Tom, whose hands you hold, to be your cherished husband? If so, answer, I do.
I cannot vow not to fail. I vow to always get back up. I vow to keep separate for you every part of my heart. I vow to share no piece of my innermost self with any other.
I vow to love you unconditionally, wholeheartedly, and fiercely. I vow to be faithful to you and to prioritize our marriage no matter what life throws at us.
As a minister of the gospel in the state of Illinois, I now pronounce you husband and wife. What God has joined together, let nothing separate. Tom, you may kiss your bride. Well, friends and family, it is with great joy that I present to you today Mr. and Mrs. Tom Fowler.
For the second time ever in history, I would like to welcome Mr. and Mrs. Tom and Joelle Fowler. going to start our toasts to the bride and groom, starting with the sister of the bride and matron of honor, Katie Whitley.
I am going to make sure that my speech is a lot shorter than Joelle's for her wedding. For my wedding, it was really, really long. So I'll try and make this really short and sweet. When Tom and Joelle got together, it just worked perfectly. It made sense. They've been growing together so much in their faith, and they're so involved in church. I don't think I need to say that you're welcome to our family, because you're all already part of our family.
When Tom and I were walking back to our cars from a night out with some friends, when I asked him how things were going with Joelle, I expected a typical off-the-cuff, "Oh, they're great, they're good, they're fine" answer. He told me, "She makes me feel like she doesn't want to change me." Tom and Joelle, better together.
Marriage is love in action. In marriage, we practice the risky work of softening, of bending towards one another, of choosing every day to love each other. We build strong foundations of patience, understanding, and kindness for one another. Marriage is an act of co-creation, where we make the courageous and continual promise to move together out into the world as a living example of God's love. And I know that that's absolutely true of Tom and Joelle. And on behalf of all the family and friends gathered here, we want to raise a glass to Tom and Joelle as they begin their great adventure together. Cheers. Okay, now I think it's the time for breakdancing. Everybody.
All my life I've been afraid of that.